Yo, what is up guys, your boy Sales here, bringing you guys a video about my Pendulum Lunalight deck profile, and it's a pretty fun deck. I love the deck right now. I built it like a few hours ago because I just had the idea of why not throw Pendulums in Lunalights, because they do have Pendulums in their deck, and Electromite is just such a good card. So let's get into the deck profile. I start off with three Curtain Riser, basically just to special summon itself, so I can go into Electromite easy. The next card is a card that you probably don't know because nobody plays it, because all Pendulum decks go first, but it's called Abyss Actor Extras. And basically, if your opponent controls a monster, you get special summon this from your Pendulum Zone. So what you do is put it in your Pendulum Zone, and then special summon onto your field, and then you can make Electromite if you like normal summon or special summon another monster, another Pendulum monster, that is. So next monster is one Electromite. You only really need one Electromite. Sometimes you might use it, sometimes you don't. You might want to add like Wolf or Tiger or anything that's needed in the combos to OTK your opponent. So that is why I only play one. It does nothing really after that. I don't really want to open up with Astrograph. It's basically a brick in your hand if you open it. So next card is Chronograph Sorcerer. This is basically to get out Timegazer Magician in the deck. That's why we play it, and we play it at 3 so we can see it as fast as possible. Same reason with like the Abyss Actor extras and the Curtain Riser. You want to see them in your hand, your opening hand, and you want to get to that Electromite as fast as possible. So that's why we played 3 copies of Curtain Riser, Extra, and Chronograph Sorcerer. So the next card I play is 3 Blue Cat. You play Blue Cat because you can pop it with Electromite and then like add back Astrograph Sorcerer. So then it's like Chainlink 1 Electromite, Chainlink 2 Astrograph Sorcerer, and then Chainlink 3 Blue Cat to special summon Kaleido Chick from your graveyard. Not your graveyard, but your deck, and then special summon Astrograph, add a Blue Cat to your hand, and then you draw 1 card with Electromite, which is like a really insane combo. I like it. So that's why we play 3 of them. It also can double your attack when it's special summoned, so it's a pretty good card. Next up, I play 3 Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick is basically the center of this deck besides Electromite. You send any Lunalight you need to the graveyard and then do whatever you want with it. It's just a really good card. And then we play 2 Tigers basically for scales to make more Pendulum plays, because maybe you have a Lunalight in the graveyard, special summon it back, make some link plays. Pretty good. Next up, we play 2 Wolf. This is the most important Lunalight card, which you're going to be using to OTK your opponent, basically banishing your Kaleido Chick to summon like Panther Dancer or Leo Dancer. So it's actually the centerpiece when it comes to the Lunalight plays. So next up, we play 3 Darkwurm, which is actually a really good card in this deck. It's a good normal summon if you don't open up with another like special summon monster. Like if you don't open like Curtain, Extra, or Chronograph, you can normal summon it, use the effect, and then maybe if you open up one of the special summon Pendulum monsters, you could special summon them and then go into Electromite. And then you could probably Pendulum summon after that so you can pop your Blue Cat or something like that. So it's a really good card. It searches out your your Gate 0, which is, it's a free add, which is actually really good, and you could pop it with Electromite and add another gate to your hand. So it's a really good. Then we play Gate 0 just to add it off of Darkwurm. Then we play for our last monster, Timegazer Magician, because we play Chronograph Sorcerer. The next card we play is Dragon Shrine, basically to send Darkwurm, because when Darkwurm is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it from your graveyard if it's in your graveyard and you have no monsters. So it's really good. Next card we play is 3 Tenkis. Obviously, it's a Beast Warrior deck. You're gonna play 3. Next up, we play 1 Foolish Burial because that's 1, and we can send Darkwurm again. Send Darkwurm, use the effect, special summon, then get the search. Pretty good. So next up, we play 3 Perfume, basically the best card in this, like in the Lunalight deck, period, because it special summons a card from the graveyard, a Lunalight card from the graveyard, and then you banish it, discard 1 card, add any Lunalight card. So it's actually really good. No reason not to play this at 3. And then we play 1 Monster Reborn just to extend our plays with the link plays and, you know, the Lunalight play is just really, really good. And then we play one Raigeki for the last spell because you need board wipe. It's really good. And then the last 3 cards I play in the deck is 3 Red Reboot. I know we don't have this in the TCG yet, but it's a really good card in this deck because you just OTK your opponent. You like negate, and then you're pretty fine from there. They can't activate any traps at all. So I think this card, this is the only thing you need. You don't really need like Ash Blossom. I feel like those are a brick. Ghost Ogre, you don't need them. They're a brick. This deck is a fun deck, and it's an OTK deck, and you want to OTK, so you want to have your combo pieces to OTK and not have so many hand traps to brick yourself. So that is why I play Red Reboot, and this is like the only like counter card to any like shenanigans. So even though like we're going into like a trap format, quote unquote trap format, so it's a really good card. It's actually good against evenly match as well. So if you face that and you're going first, it could be really good for that. So moving on to the side deck, we play 3 Ash Blossoms, basically for decks that like to go first and make these crazy, insane boards. So that's what we play, 3 Ash. And the same reason why we play 3 Ghost Ogre for those combo heavy decks. And then we play 3 Cosmic Cyclone for back row heavy decks. And then we play 3 Designator from the grave because we're gonna get our effects off. Like we don't want to get ashed or ogred or anything like that. Cherries, all these like really annoying hand traps and cards that activate in the grave. It could be really good for that. It's mainly used for decks like Invoked, where they play like a million hand traps and you just stop them and then OTK them. The next card we play is 3 Evenly Matched. This is for, back row heavy decks again. It's for those times where you're going against a really back row heavy deck, and they make like, say we're going against Paleo and they make Toad, you could bait them out and then evenly match them. It's just really good for that. So that is why I played 3 Evenly Matched. And then for the extra deck, we play 2 Cat, 2 Leo, 2 Panther, 1 Utopia to Lightning and Utopia, and then we play 1 Baguska, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Borload, 1 Deco Talker, 2 Electromite, and 1 Underclock Taker. Now the only really important cards in this deck is Electromite, Tornado Dragon, and Leo Dancer and Panther Dancer. Those are the only really important cards in the extra deck. Everything else can be anything as you could probably throw in anything in this like extra deck. But Baguska is there for, if you can't make a play, and then Utopia to Lightnings get over big boss monsters that have a negation or something like that, and then, Borload to steal a monster, and Tornado Dragon to get rid of back row. Just the basic extra deck. So this is the deck, guys. The basic combo is just go into Electromite, do your plays, and then go into Leo Dancer, and then kill your opponent. Or, and then, like, link with other stuff if you want to. So that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of this deck, and I'm out.